Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Casper the Boy Diviner, and today I wanted to show you the Prisma Visions tarot deck. And this tarot deck, I got it through a Kickstarter when he was selling me Cosma Visions. So I have a feeling this is the 5th edition or the 6th edition. I can't really remember, but the cardstock is matte, smooth, and beautiful. I've had this deck for a while. I didn't really want to do a walkthrough just because there were so many, but some people told me that a different perspective on the cards could always help them decide whether they want to get a deck or not. So I decided to just go ahead to do my own. The cloth here is actually from James R. Eads, also the artist for the Prisma Visions and the Cosma Visions. And honestly, on the other side, it is the blue color Prisma Visions, but I was honestly too lazy to turn it around, so forgive me for that. The box, the make, everything, the production value is really high for this deck. As you can see the beautiful writing here and the printing. The Fool believes he is someone, he is not wading through waters for something unsought. The Magician plays tricks in the dark of night, reflecting the light of all future sight. A set of cards to tease your mind, revealing a past, present, future combined. James R. Eads, the Prisma Visions Tarot. So here is the deck. The little white book is actually really chunky and really good. Okay, it's really chunky and really good. And then it comes with one extra card. For every edition, it changes. So it makes every edition unique, right? And then it's beautiful at the back here. So the one for this one is Tiny Elephants, which is really beautiful, really cute, really strange. And then I actually bought, I think, a Past to Remember or something. It's a set of foil cards with all the extras from the previous editions, and they're all differently colored. So every edition is still unique. This one is differently colored and it has foil on it. So I really like these cards, and I usually use it with my deck. But sometimes it's difficult to read these cards for what they are, because I got Reverie for some work question, and it was really tough to really understand. This person, is my querent the one resting or the one playing the harp? For example, I'm gonna place the extras aside, and then I'm gonna go through the deck step by step, just to let you guys know the majors have frames and then the minors don't. The minors are borderless, and the minors actually they look like a panorama when you put them together in order. Okay, so we start with the majors. Let me quickly show you the little white book again. So it's really well produced. This deck is really well produced. I feel like James R. Eads, all his decks, all of them are they are very well produced. Okay, I was hesitant in getting this deck from the start just because of how glossy the original was. And after the glossy version, he had a version that was rose petal finish, and everyone who watches my channel should know how much I hate rose petal finishes. And now it's this beautiful matte buttery cardstock. It's silver gilded, so it's really beautiful. Let's go through the cards. The Fool. I think this is a pelican. This is really beautiful. I really like the art style here. The Magician. The High Priestess with the pomegranate and them walking away. The Moon. The Empress, thriving. Beautiful. Lifted up. The Emperor. A ram skull. You can see these symbols here. And there are more skulls here. Very nice. The Hierophant. You can see the hand gesture of the Hierophant here. And the Bull and the stars. I don't know if these are scrolls or something. The Lovers, they're dancers. And there's more than one. The Chariot. So, is the bird guiding the car? Is the light guiding the car? Is this blocking their view? We don't know. So there's a lot of ambiguity, but very beautiful. Car in the rain. Strength. The Lion, the very Leo energy here. The Hermit. Very nice on that bridge. Beautiful scenery. I really like that. The mottled kind of art style that James R. Eads has going on for this deck. The Wheel of Fortune. The Peacock and the Snake. 2 snakes, 2 peacocks, I think. Justice, very, very nice. It's like you hurt each other, and is that really justice? The Hanged Man, the piranhas, biting at the floating body. This is quite a dark image for the Hanged Man. Death, very nice, very gentle death. compared to the Hangman, for example. Temperance. This one takes a bit to really see what's going on. You can see the glasses. You can see the water, the waves crashing. The Devil. I really like this Devil card because it's so subtle. It's so subtle. It's just scenery. You can see the light streaming through the trees, how the trees just intertwine, blocking out all the sunlight. So beautiful. The Tower. On the cliff's edge, the sun. This is a very beautiful tower, but there's a sense of like anytime things can just go wrong, you know? The Star. Again, beautiful. This person wrapped up. Falling, but wrapped up. You know, when they say you shoot for the moon, but you land on the stars? People often tell me that's wrong because the stars are further away. But I think they misunderstand, because from my point of view, you are shooting for the moon. And when you go past the moon, you might land in the stars on the other side, you know? The moon. Beautiful. The Sun. This is one of my least favorite cards in this deck. I don't like this Sun. I just feel like the colors are a bit garish, don't go together. Judgment. To the next portal, to the next world. And then the world. Beautiful. You can see the lion, you can see the bird, the peacock, the dove, the snake. Yeah, the world. And that's the majors. Let's move on to the wands. So I'm not going to show you the panorama. If you want, you can look at other walkthroughs. They actually show you how they line up together. But I'm not going to do that. Okay? The Ace of Wands, very clear, very simple. Two of Wands, again, very traditional, looking forwards, looking across the river. The Three of Wands, now it's deviating a bit more from the RWS. What is this person doing? There's some work that is being done here. There's some work. She's looking, and it's happening. The Four of Wands, again, very RWS, the four pillars with the flowers. The Five of Wands, conflict, internal conflict. Very nice. Do you see how faceless these figures are? The Six of Wands. This is very Six of Swords energy. So this is something that sometimes I get confused with. But this is Six of Wands, and that's like a victory. She's probably returning home with all her goods. You know, all the flowers that she got. The Seven of Wands. You know, I don't really see this in the Seven of Wands, but there's that sort of precariousness. Whereas when I see the Seven of Wands, it's like you are in a difficult situation, fighting people off, but you are on top of them still. Here, it's not so clear. Here, you know, you're trying to make your way. The Eight of Wands, I don't see the speed here as well, but that is something very interesting because there's some whirling, you know, some wind involved. So the kind of airiness of the Eight of Wands is still here. And yet I don't see that immediacy, I don't see that speed. The Nine of Wands, I see this here. He has been waiting, he has been fighting, so much so, waiting for things, you know, being defensive, protecting himself, that the flowers have overwhelmed him now. They have taken over because he has been in wait so long, right? The Ten of Wands, can you see this person being trapped? You can see the wands on his back. Beautiful. The Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is being wrapped up on the upper left. Can you see that? Finding something new, exploring. And then the Knight of Wands also being wrapped up, but they are more free. They look more free. They look more part of the air. And the Knight of Wands is the air of fire, right? So, and then the Queen of Wands, she's enraptured. Can you see this? So it's not very clear. The cards here are always not very clear, but still very beautiful. And the King of Wands, in a way, he has his own throne here, you know. He has a very strong foundation. Beautiful. Let's go on to these swords. So the Ace of Swords, very clear again. You can see that it's a bird. The Two of Swords, traditional, blindfolded, the moon, two swords. The Three of Swords, I like this Three of Swords. It's not traditional, you know, the heart in, but you see the pain here, you see the pain. And how the trees are cradling, and then you see the skulls on top of the swords. Beautiful. The Four of Swords, rest, reflection, contemplation. The Five of Swords, this is very similar to the RWS, but all of them, they seem like they are still in the fight. So it's not after the fight, you know, they're still during the fight. The Six of Swords, a bridge. So instead of moving, this is more about transition, building something so you can move forwards, versus just the traditional Six of Swords where it's in a boat, you're already in the way of transport. The Seven of Swords, like this does have that feeling of the Seven of Swords, that trickery. Again, the beautiful trees cradling the image. The Eight of Swords, trapping yourself, you know, in your own, the cage of your own mind. You can see that this is part of the wing that comes next. The Nine of Swords, that nightmare here. You can count the teeth, and that those are 9 swords. This giant bird, you know, facing your fears. Then the Ten of Swords. Beautiful. Page of Swords, fighting, you know, getting ready to wage a battle. The Knight of Swords, fighting very directly, whereas the Page was more in preparation, the Knight is actually doing the war. The Queen of Swords, you know, taking charge, shutting people up, you know, getting your way. And then the King of Swords, you know. Beautiful. You do see all these are butterflies. So it's like taming the thoughts before they go haywire. Whereas these baby birds, they seem more manageable, you know, when you treat them well. This reminds me of that the term feeding your demons, because you want to treat your demons right so that they don't harm you in the end, so that they can become an ally. Okay, we move on to the Chalices. The Ace of Chalices, again, the aces are so clear, so good, so overwhelming. I love it. The Two of Chalices, ambiguity, these two figures here, just in love. This is very sweet. The Three of Chalices, very sweet as well. I really like the Chalices in this deck. Even though the Cup suit is usually my least favorite suit, I really like the Cups here. The Four of Chalices, again, meditation, by yourself, facing away. The Five of Chalices, again, this is traditional. You can see the 3 that fell, and the 2 that is still upright here. So very beautiful. The Six of Chalices, you know, this makes me think of a mermaid. This makes me think of you know, the nostalgia, the fairy tales, the things that happened in the past. The coloring also. The Seven of Chalices, you know, the snake. So there is some sort of illusion here, some sort of choices that you have to make, because the snake makes you think of Adam and Eve and that choice that Eve had to make. And then Eight of Chalices, I love this Eight of Chalices, walking away into the unknown, leaving things behind, going into that the storm clouds. The Nine of Chalices, finding that kind of happiness, finding that kind of fulfillment. And then the Ten of Chalices, one of the most beautiful Ten of Chalices. This makes me think of the Six of Chalices, makes me think of the Two of Chalices. This ties it all up, you know, the kind of that precious feeling you have, that you want to keep precious to yourself, to as a secret, that kind of secret telling, you know. The Page of Chalices, when you first make your wish, when you first learn how to hope. The Knight of Chalices, riding those dreams, moving forwards with those dreams, you know, chasing those dreams. The Queen of Chalices, redirecting your dreams, pivoting, changing your thoughts, changing your hopes and dreams, making new dreams, you know. And then the King of Chalices, taking charge of those dreams, you know. Really like this. Okay, and then the last but not least, the Pentacle suit, the Ace of Pentacles, a door. This is the least straightforward one, but so nice, so meaningful, I would say. The Two of Pentacles, juggling. So this is very Two of Pentacles energy, very typical, but he's not firmly planted on the floor. So this has a bit more this is a bit more uncertain than the usual RWS one. The Three of Pentacles, building something together. So I do wish there were 2 other people here with him, because Three of Pentacles, I see it more as teamwork, whereas here is more solo focus, you know. The Four of Pentacles, very typical, very cute. This guy is so funny. This is so RWS. I like that. The Five of Pentacles, you know, finding salvation but not being there yet. The Six of Pentacles, this makes me think of the Six of Chalices or the Six of Cups in the RWS. And not really that exchange or charity that is there. Here is more a fair exchange. The Seven of Pentacles, I like this because it's not just looking at things that you have done before, but actually checking, actually still putting their heart into it and being patient with the work that you're sowing right now, rather than waiting for the work you have done to come to fruition. You still have to do it every day, you know. The Eight of Pentacles, actually watering the work, working hard. This is a natural progression from the previous card. Yeah, so this is really beautiful also, you know, shaping that work. Knight of Pentacles, the bird of prey, so important to me. Very nice. In the garden of your own. She has a house. An independent woman, you know, being able to take charge of their own life. The Ten of Pentacles, beautiful. Family. The Page of Pentacles, very, very beautiful. So very nice. You can see the little flower that just bloomed. The Knight of Pentacles, this is the least movement of all the Pentacles, which all the Knights, sorry, and I really appreciate this because I see the Knight of Pentacles more as a farmer, and I like that this is a unicorn, so there's still that fantastical element here. The Queen of Pentacles, one of the most beautiful Queen of Pentacles I've seen in all my decks. Very nice, very rich, very resourceful. And then the Knight of Pentacles, the Bull, and then the Upside Down Man. There's something about this that reminds me or makes me think about Odin, you know. Very beautiful, very nice. Okay, so this was a really short, simple walkthrough. People have gone through this deck a lot, so I do feel like there was nothing much else to share. I just shared some of the thoughts that I had about these decks, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this walkthrough, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope you know, this helped you out. You guys have a great rest of the day, and you take care. Bye!